Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna, everyone. Hare Krishna. So we see that Rasananda Prabhu has joined us. Hare Krishna, Rasananda Prabhu. Haribol. Hare Krishna, Rasananda Prabhu. welcome Rasananda Prabhu. So thank you for joining us today on this short notice. I requested Prabhu to please join us. Prabhu's health was not that good, but still, I think he's recovering, but he very mercifully agreed to come in this Sangha. So we all know Rasananda Prabhu. Rasananda Prabhu already has came into this Sangha before. So I don't think Prabhu required any more introductions. So yes, Rasananda Prabhu. So we are ready. So whenever you are. Can you hear me? I think you are just, yeah. Okay, thank you.
Om Agyanativiram Dhasagyanam Chakshur Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namo Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishthaya Vipotale Srimate Bhakti Charu Swami Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshadharine Vanchakalpatarubhasya Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vishnubhyo Namo Namo Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Rama. I'll just sing a verse from Srimad Bhagavatam from part of Gopi Git, which was very dear to our Guru Maharaj. So just this is first sing. Tabo katham ritam tapta jivanam kobi viriritam kalmashapaham tabo katham ritam
tapta jivanam kaviriritam kalmashapaham
Shravanamangalam Shrimadatakam Bhudigrinamti Ye Bhurida Jana
Shravanamangalam Srimadatakam Vigrinate Ye Bhurida Jana
Shravanamangalam Shrimadatakam Bhudigrinamti Ye Bhurida Jana
Shravanamangalam Srimadatakam Vigrinate Ye Bhurida Jana.
So this is part of Gopi Git from 10th canto, 31st chapter, text 9. It is actually generally the first verse is Jayati Tedikam, but Guru Maharaj actually introduced in his con that we should start with 9th verse. Guru Maharaj told many times, at least I heard many times personally from Guru Maharaj. And Guru Maharaj said, actually Prabhupada said once that we should start with the 9th verse, and then we can go for first, second, and third. Because 9th verse is very important because of quite a few reasons. One is in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's first time, King Prataprudra, he tried to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 3 times at least, but he was failed to meet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu denied, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Nishkinchanasya Bhagavad Bhajanam Bhakasya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said that as a sannyasi, as a renounced person, I should not meet a materialistic person like a king. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rejected. He wrote a letter to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu seeking appointment. He sent request through Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's servants, Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya and Saurabh Damodar Ramananda Rai. Yet Chaitanya Mahaprabhu rejected. So then they made a plan. Then one day during Ratha Yatra, when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, every year during Ratha Yatra in between, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to take rest in Jagannath Vallabh garden. Last year, those who went for pilgrimage, remember it was so memorable. The Guru Maharaj had Sankirtan on the street, main street of Jagannath Puri. I have seen after many years Guru Maharaj did Sankirtan from Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur's birthplace till Jagannath Vallabh garden, where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to take rest. So that time when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was tired, he used to take rest. This Prataprudra, King Prataprudra, who was rejected by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu 3 times, he went and he changed his attire from king to normal public, and then he was massaging Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's lotus feet while singing these stanzas, specifically Tava Kathamritam. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, although he denied to meet, to shower his mercy to King Prataprudra, but upon hearing this song, he tightly embraced Prataprudra. So that shows these verses so powerful that one can drag Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mercy simply by reciting this verse. And that's why it was very dear to our Guru Maharaj also. And why this is so significant? I heard once one conversation to Maharaj with one devotee, proper disciple, and he was explaining, Guru Maharaj was explaining this verse. And he was saying these verses so important because these verses glorifying all the preachers of the world. And especially those who are preaching abroad, those who are preaching all over the world. And we know that Guru Maharaj went to America for preaching, for spreading Krishna consciousness. And especially this verse is prediction of Srila Prabhupada actually. 5,000 years before, all the gopis headed by Srimati Radharani predicted about Srila Prabhupada in this verse. That's why it was very special, very dear to our Guru Maharaj. So this verse is saying that briefly, Tava Kathamrita, when Krishna left for Mathura, all the gopis were feeling separation from Krishna. So they were remembering Krishna and they were singing this Tava Kathamritam, O my dear Lord Krishna. Tava means your Katha, means first times, or your activities or topic related to Krishna is like Amritam. It's like nectar. And especially for whom? Tapta Jivanam. Those who are suffering in this material world. Jivan means life and Tapta means burning. Those who are burning because of the material, sufferings in this material world. For them, Krishna Katha appears like nectar. And Guru Maharaj wonderfully explained after that. Guru Maharaj said, see who is telling this thing? The gopis of Vrindavan, headed by Srimati Radharani. But now people may say that because you are in love with Krishna, that's why you are glorifying Krishna. It's kind of, like favorism, because you all are in love with Krishna, therefore you are saying that Krishna Katha is like nectar for those who are suffering. But Guru Maharaj then explained that, see, all these gopis, although they are village girls, they are poor village girls, but they are so intellectual. They said, my dear Lord Krishna, that not only we are saying this, but Kobi Vir Editam. Kobi means the poet or great sages, Narad, Asit, Deval, Vasudev. Editam, they also explained the same thing, that Krishna Katha is like nectar. So the gopis are so brilliant, although they never went to school anyhow. But they are saying that, my dear Lord Krishna, Not only we are telling that your katha, your first times are like nectar, but actually all the great sages also describe the same. And kalma shapaham, simply by hearing Krishna katha, all the impurity goes away from our heart. And Shravana Mangalam, simply by hearing, one can bring Mangalam, auspiciousness in his life. And Srimad Atatam. So two things come if we listen Krishna Katha. Shravan, if we listen Krishna Katha, hearing, if we hear, then Mangalam, auspiciousness, and Srimad. Shri means Lakshmi. The Lakshmi will come in our life. Atatam. It comes. And therefore, finally, gopis are saying, Bhuvi grananti ye bhurida jana. Therefore, whoever is spreading Krishna consciousness, Bhuvi. Bhuvi means Bhuvan. Throughout the world, all over the world, grinanti, those who are glorifying or spreading that Krishna Katha, Bhurida jana. They are the greatest donor, greatest charity giver. Bhurida means those who gives immense amount of things. So then Guru Maharaj, he further explained. He says, see, this verse was spoken 5,000 years back by Radharani or Gopis. But that time they were telling Bhuvi Grinanti, that whoever will spread Krishna consciousness all over the world. Now, who spread Krishna consciousness all over the world? Who did that? Srila Prabhupada did that. So this is so wonderful verse. That's why Guru Maharaj loved it. That this is the prediction of Srila Prabhupada by Srimati Radharani. Because she said 5,000 years back, whoever will spread Krishna consciousness all over the world, they are the most munificent. So similarly, we can see our Guru Maharaj also, he dared to go to America during this crisis of the world to spread Krishna consciousness all over the world, following the footsteps of Srila Prabhupada. And many times actually Guru Maharaj, told this thing during the Second World War when Calcutta was about to bombing, and everyone was actually hiding inside the home. But Prabhupada came out with Sankirtan, and people asked, Prabhupada, if you die during Sankirtan, so what can be more glorious? If I die while chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, it doesn't matter. But we should not stop our preaching. Even I remember, just a few days before Guru Maharaj left, so night, and I was in Guru Maharaj's room. So that day was actually eclipse. The day Guru Maharaj was traveling, or he traveled, fifth night actually. So he spoke to two astrologers, one I forgot his name, in Vrindavan, one here locally. So they said actually initially it's inauspicious to travel during this time, eclipse, but later on, they said it's partial eclipse, there is no problem. And Guru Maharaj was telling later on, it doesn't matter, Prabhupada traveled during every tithi, because our purpose is actually preaching Krishna consciousness. So so therefore, although so many devotees requested, but Guru Maharaj still went. It was actually Guru Maharaj's plan, and it's definitely difficult for devotees, especially for the disciples, to come out from this big shock actually. But we have to understand, we have to see things from the viewpoint of scripture. Like Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, when his Guru left the planet, he said that today is the day of greatest grief in my life, and at the same time, today is the day of greatest happiness in my life, greatest joy, he said. And someone asked, greatest grief, we can understand, your spiritual master left. How come this is the day of greatest joy? Then he says it's the day of greatest joy, because today my spiritual master went back to spiritual world and joined in the eternal pastimes of Krishna. So therefore, this is greatest joy for me. What can be more glorious? My spiritual master went back to spiritual world. But at the same time, his greatest grief, because from today onwards, who will guide me? From whom I will take personal guidance? Who will correct me? So that is definitely, we will also miss the corrections and personal guidance of Guru Maharaj. But because we have to understand that Guru Maharaj's departure is in every aspect, and Guru Maharaj's departure is transcendental. You remember how Haridas Thakur left his body. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally cried in Jagannath Puri, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, in fact, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Haridas that without your presence, how can I will survive? How can I will spread Krishna consciousness all over the world? But Haridas Thakur, since he was Namacharya, he preached the holy name of the Lord. So similarly, those who are following the footsteps of Haridas Thakur, spreading the holy name of the Lord, Haridas Thakur took risk actually to spread the holy name of the Lord many places. He was beaten in 22 marketplaces, but yet he didn't stop. So those who following the footsteps of Haridas Thakur, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally comes to take them. And Haridas Thakur left his body on the lap of Haridas Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So we have to understand that appearance and disappearance of pure devotee is, there is no difference between appearance and disappearance. Guru Maharaj, he many times he used to give this example, the appearance of the sun rising and sunset. Both are opposite, but it looks alike. Similarly, appearance and disappearance, there is no actually difference for pure devotee. Because if we see, the appearance of pure devotee is to spread Krishna consciousness. And similarly, disappearance also reminds everyone to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. At least for our Guru Maharaj, we can see that. See, Guru Maharaj went to hospital on 17th and 17th June. And then till next month, till Samadhi in Mayapur on 13th July. So it's almost 1 month. And after 3 days, actually, after 3 days, GBC requested everyone to hold a festival, Mahaprabhu festival. So it's actually 17 comes. So it's actually 1 month exactly. So whole 1 month, Guru Maharaj made every single devotee of ISKCON to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra. That is the power of pure devotee. And many devotees, even I was talking to one devotee yesterday also, he was saying, Prabhu, that it's very difficult to digest. How come Guru Maharaj leave this planet in this way in hospital? No devotees are surrounding Guru Maharaj. No one was chanting there. But I told him, you see, Guru Maharaj's departure was most transcendental. Of course, few of our devotees, they were chanting in the hospital, 2-3 days prior to Guru Maharaj's departure, outside of Guru Maharaj's room. And proper tape was going on, Bhagavad Gita was Guru Maharaj's chest, and all the auspicious items were kept there. But still, if we see one, because of actually pandemic, all the devotees of ISKCON, especially residential devotees in the temple, everyone, they were actually at home. No one went out. No one were traveling. This is actually Krishna's arrangement. See, and that's why GBC, when Guru Maharaj went to hospital, GBC ordered actually all the ISKCON devotees to stop all their activities and simply to chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra and pray for Bhakti Charu Maharaj. So you see, if it would not be pandemic, then GBC could not make this type of decision, because now everyone is in house, inside the home, inside the temple. Therefore, everyone can chant. And otherwise, during normal times, people, devotees, all the sannyasis, everyone travels all over the world. And during traveling is very difficult. So see, this is the power of Guru Maharaj, pure devotee. He made every single devotee of ISKCON. Every single devotee. No devotee left in ISKCON. Everyone, they chanted for 1 month. Can you imagine? So powerful. So it's not that no one was chanting when Guru Maharaj was leaving the world. Everyone was chanting actually. Everyone were chanting, all over the world. Just like, when Haridas Thakur left the planet, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his associates, everyone, they're chanting. So that is the potency of, pure devotee, like Guru Maharaj. And it's actually Krishna's, desire, or Guru Maharaj's desire, that Guru Maharaj actually left. I was actually talking to Guru Gauranga Prabhu yesterday. So Guru Gauranga Prabhu called me. So he was telling that actually, when few days, we are getting update initial days that Guru Maharaj's health was improved, because that time they were giving him, sedative medicines. So he was kind of apparently, sleeping most of the time, unconscious. But when they took out all this thing, Guru Maharaj came to consciousness. Then, that one photo actually, went viral. You saw that photo from hospital. Guru Gauranga Prabhu spoke to Guru Maharaj. Then Guru Gauranga Prabhu was telling me yesterday, the second also Guru Maharaj spoke. Whenever he said, Guru Maharaj, how are you? Everyone in ISKCON, all the GBCs, all the devotees, they are praying for you. And Guru Maharaj nodded his head. Guru Maharaj was okay. Guru Maharaj, you will come out from this situation, and you can again preach all over the world. You had someone who planned to preach in America. So all of your desires will be fulfilled. We are already making plans so that you can come out and you can take rest for a few months. But he said, when on third day, when he called, that time, whatever he was saying, Guru Maharaj was telling, like indirectly through his eyes or head. Guru was saying, no, that I don't want to come back. He was telling me yesterday, Guru Gauranga Prabhu, that Guru Maharaj, that day only he decided that he will leave, that he will not stay anymore, because whatever Prabhupada's instructions he received, and everything he actually fulfilled. So therefore, like even Ramai Maharaj, GBC chairman, he was also quoting that 2012 offering of Guru Maharaj, offering letter. There Guru Maharaj mentioned that Srila Prabhupada, I have tried to complete whatever instruction you gave me personally. I have finished everything. Now you can call me anytime. So Maharaj was telling that Prabhupada could have called him that time only 2012, but he gave him few more years so that we all can get benefit of his association. So that's why some devotees that they're thinking that like Prabhupada gave indication that he's going to leave this planet. Similarly, why our Guru Maharaj didn't give? But it's not that Guru Maharaj didn't give any indication. Those were intelligent, mature, they could understand actually. We are not so mature, we are immature, that's why you could not understand Guru Maharaj's indication. But we have to see from the eyes of pure devotees. That's why, even I was also not understanding that, because I knew why Guru Maharaj went to America. Because few project related, preaching related. But then later on, when I was hearing from GBCs, all the gurus, senior devotees, everyone was quoting last lecture in Ujjain, and then he gave another lecture in America to Pandavsana devotees, and then even last lecture on Bhakti Charu Maharaja's memorable festival. Everywhere he spoke about death only actually. How a devotee should not afraid about death, he should prepare for the death. So if they can connect all these, all these instructions of Guru Maharaj as indication, why will not? So those are actually indications Guru Maharaj gave. But we are unfortunate, we are immature, that's why we could not understand that. So devotees thinking, afraid, so much, all over the world, and intensely afraid for Guru Maharaj, and Nishinga Kavacham, Nishinga Arati, Nishinga Yagga, Hare Krishna Mahamantra, 24 hours Kirtan, so many things we did. But yet, why it happened. So it's not that actually our prayers didn't work. Prayers always work. But but we have to understand, if we are calling our Guru Maharaj to come back, and Prabhupada also calling him, so whom will he listen? Say devotees in Australia, they are calling you to stay. But if Guru Maharaj calls you, why will you go? So similarly, we also called, but Prabhupada also called him. So Prabhupada's calling was more sincere than us. So we have to understand that individually we should think that I am so degraded, so fallen, that my prayer didn't work. We can't say for others, but we should say for us at least, for our purification, we should think in this way that I didn't pray sincerely for Guru Maharaj, and it's my fault, because that will actually help us to advance in the spiritual life. That is the mode of a Vaishnava. He should think actually I didn't pray properly. Actually. So, so therefore, it's actually ultimately Guru Maharaj's desire. He wanted to go back to Srila Prabhupada and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and like whatever instruction personally he received from Srila Prabhupada, he fulfilled everything actually. So it's actually our great fortune that we got the association of Guru Maharaj, and whole world will actually recognize. And we saw actually how all the devotees all over the world, they were glorifying. Like one devotee, one proper disciple, he was telling, I used to think that I am the most, I am the closest friend of Bhakti Charu Maharaj. But now I understood I am not only the closest friend, but everyone, they are claiming they are the best friend of Bhakti Charu Maharaj. And some Maharajas are saying that they are younger brother of Maharaj. Some are saying the elder brother of Guru Maharaj. Some are saying Maharaj used to treat them as like their friend, So Guru Maharaj was a loving personality, and he displayed all these things through his character. And everything Guru Maharaj is about Guru Maharaj was perfect actually. And many devotees, they are telling that it's a big loss for our society, because this type of personality is very rare to come in 50 years or 100 years to come. Because Guru Maharaj, he came from the same background of Srila Prabhupada and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's culture. And everything, the proper Vaishnava culture, Guru Maharaj actually taught the whole ISKCON community. Like, how to sing Vaishnava, proper Vaishnava, how to, cook prasadam in Vaishnava, proper Vaishnava, how to eat even proper Vaishnava. So everything Guru Maharaj was, about Guru Maharaj was perfect, So, but it's a test for all of us, all the disciples, because in the presence of Guru Maharaj, we didn't understand the importance of such a great personality. But now we are understanding. It was a great loss actually, we didn't understand. And he was present in front of us. Like we are in during Samadhi program in Mayapur. So one devotee, I was talking to Mayapur devotees. So they were telling basically that they used to tell so many problems they were facing in Mayapur or West Bengal for preaching Krishna consciousness with other Guru's disciples. So many times they complained to Guru Maharaj. Even I was also involved in West Bengal preaching. So every time we used to go to Guru Maharaj, we complain, even real issues actually. Our devotees, Guru Maharaj disciples, they are facing so many problems. But every time Guru Maharaj used to tell them, we have to cooperate with others. That was the mode of Srila Prabhupada, and we have to follow the process of your devotion. And so he was telling basically that Guru Maharaj could have make them the part of management or part of things, but Guru Maharaj always emphasized on pure devotion. So he was, devotees are there lamenting, they saying, see, Guru Maharaj, every time he taught us the process of pure devotional service, and he was telling that when once all the devotees, they went with complaint to Guru Maharaj, Guru Maharaj said, you are complaining so much about authorities and other bureaucracies, but have you seen ever that your authorities, they were displeased because you are chanting 16 rounds? No, rather all of your authorities, they want you should chant more and more. So don't think they are your enemy. Try to see them as your well-wisher, because everyone in ISKCON, everyone wants we should follow the process of pure devotional service. So that is the wonderful character of Guru Maharaj, and he was actually, everything Guru Maharaj was doing very perfect way. So many times Guru Maharaj actually taught us how a saintly person, a sadhu, should behave. even during lockdown also we had some problem going on in issues preaching in the central India zone. So some problems are going on with ISKCON authorities and others. So in one point, Guru Maharaj told them actually, Guru Maharaj could have taken very heavy stand, but Guru Maharaj told after so many bitter mail exchange, Guru Maharaj said actually I was thinking how Prabhupada will feel if we Prabhupada disciples we are exchanging this type of bitter emails, this type of discussion, how Prabhupada will feel. Then even in sacrifice of our preaching, Guru Maharaj said, okay, let them do. And even I was not also happy with that. We asked Guru Maharaj, it will be big loss for us. We are preaching for so many days, and you are giving everything to them. And Guru Maharaj said, I was thinking, end of the day, and how Prabhupada will feel if we continue to fight among each other. So that was the mode of Guru Maharaj. How he was cultivating this mood. Every time he has to see how Prabhupada will feel. So similarly, if we imbibe this quality, if we before doing anything, if we consider that how Srila Prabhupada will feel, with this act, then definitely we will become a perfect Vaishnava. And definitely now all the GBCs, all these ISKCON authorities are there, and Guru Maharaj always emphasized to follow the authoritative structures and institutional structures. Guru Maharaj gave seminars in Mayapur many times during ISKCON Leadership Sangha, importance of institution. 2-3 years Guru Maharaj gave same seminar. It's so important to understand the importance of institution. So it's not that many devotees definitely are closely connected to Guru Maharaj, but we have some liability for ISKCON also institution. We have to understand that. And Guru Maharaj, was definitely a special, very special personality, and he was so special. Like now, I was talking to devotees from different countries, and everyone had some interaction with Guru Maharaj. Everyone had memory with Guru Maharaj. There is no devotee from children till elderly devotees to middle-aged devotees. Everyone had some. It's very difficult to forget those loving and interactions with Guru Maharaj. But we have to understand that we have to follow the institution, because a spiritual master will not be physically, he will not be available all the time. If not now, after 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, he had to leave actually. So but a spiritual master is always with us. Prabhupada, as Prabhupada said, that his spiritual master is never separated from his disciples through his Bani. And therefore, Prabhupada always emphasizes Bani Seva is more important than Bapu Seva, because Bapu Seva is temporary, whereas Bani Seva is permanent. And we may say that we could have get Guru Maharaj's association few more years. That we can say for everyone, even Prabhupada disciples are telling that Prabhupada could have a few more years. Because pure devotee's presence is always important, always joyful. So more he stay in this material, more devotees get benefits from his association. But we have to understand pure devotees, they have many other tasks by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to preach some other planet, or to do some other task by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So therefore we can't actually force pure devotees that you have to stay with us. No, they have their task assigned by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Srila Prabhupada. So therefore, the spiritual master is always with us through his Bani. We have so many recordings, audio, videos, transcriptions, images. We can always be with Guru Maharaj, and Guru Maharaj left us so many important, important things with us. Ocean of Mercy book, Avacharan serials, Vaishnav Shadacharu book, and so many seminars and other things. Through this, we can always feel the presence of Guru Maharaj with us. And Prabhupada actually said, once, during the, I think, Samadhi program of Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, Prabhupada was not present. And his God brothers and devotees, they criticized that you are preaching, you are doing things, and you are not present during the Tirobhav Tithi of our Guru Maharaj. Then Prabhupada told later on, to his disciples, he said, see, I am never separated from my Guru Maharaj. He is always with me. There was never a time when my Guru Maharaj was not with me. He is always with me. So even although personally I am not present there, but he is with me always through his instruction. And even Prabhupada said, actually, he said, I personally, I met my Guru Maharaj Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur 2 or 3 times. Like, in the beginning, when Prabhupada's, friend took him to Gaudiya Math for the first meeting. And second time, he again went to Gaudiya Math and maybe once in Prayagraj or Vrindavan. And then in Vrindavan Radhakunda. So hardly quite a few times Prabhupada personally met Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur. But Prabhupada said, my Guru Maharaj is always with me. And whatever success I am getting in this Krishna consciousness movement, whatever little success I got, that is because due to the mercy of my Guru Maharaj Bhaktisiddhanta Thakur. So that is the proper mode, actually. And we see there are many devotees, in ISKCON. Now the big gurus, many of you know ISKCON, most prominent gurus in ISKCON. Most of them actually, they didn't get personal association of Prabhupada. Very less time they got personal association of Srila Prabhupada. But now they're so powerful because they are carrying the order of Srila Prabhupada. They are carrying the instructions of Srila Prabhupada. So if we properly carry out the order of our Guru Maharaj, then he will be always with us. And definitely emotion will be there now. We're missing the association of Guru Maharaj, and that emotion is good. Separation from spiritual master is always good. Like Prabhupada, one disciple asked Prabhupada, I had a dream yesterday night, about you. No, sorry, he said yesterday night. Prabhupada says, these dreams, are not true actually. Dreams, these all are in a mental concoction. Then he said, Prabhupada, I had a dream about you. Then Prabhupada smiled. Prabhupada said, but dream about a spiritual master is true. That is not concoction. So therefore, the spiritual master, is always present with his disciples. Even through Chaita Guru, he gives inspiration, he gives correction. Like Paramatma gives, spiritual master also gives. So because the spiritual master is, representative of Krishna, therefore, Guru Maharaj is perfect, follower of Srila Prabhupada. And he did everything for the satisfaction of Srila Prabhupada, whatever he did. So therefore, we should remain grateful to ISKCON. And Guru Maharaj, many times he emphasized that I am getting respect as a Guru in ISKCON from all of you because I am a member of ISKCON. I am connected to ISKCON. I am connected to Srila Prabhupada. There are many big gurus in ISKCON. The day they left ISKCON, they lost all the respect and fame, everything. So it's because of ISKCON actually we are worshipping our Guru. So therefore Guru Maharaj always he used to emphasize this. Even GBC also they wrote this thing. That Bhakti Charu Maharaj always reminded us during GBC meeting and many a times the last 3 desires of Srila Prabhupada. That GBC is the ultimate authority and never ever leave ISKCON. And Guru Maharaj used to take their promise during oath, during initiation ceremony also. And your love for me will be shown how you are cooperating with each other. So that is now great responsibility upon us, how we will carry out Guru Maharaj's instructions, orders. And more we remain united, more we cooperate with each other, at least those who are initiated disciples, that more we can glorify actually our Guru Maharaj. So now is actually up to us how we are displaying, how we are doing everything, dealing with devotees. If our character, if our, devotional practice is exemplary, then people will glorify Sri Bhakti Charu Maharaj as such a wonderful disciple. So we can still glorify our Guru Maharaj through our action, through our behavior, through our cooperation. And we should always remain under the guidance of GBC and local authorities, very important. And many places actually, Like many times, any devotees used to come, Guru Maharaj, if you have any personal instructions for me, for us, especially brahmacharis, from many temples. And Guru Maharaj always used to reply, you follow the local authority, whatever they say, and that is my instruction. And now it's actually, we'll get, kind of affection and love from everyone actually. Because in ISKCON, most of the time, the problem, conflict comes because of the guru issues, the different gurus, disciples. But now, because, Guru Maharaj is not there, everyone will be more affectionate, more loving to all the disciples of Guru Maharaj. So we have to take this opportunity to glorify Guru Maharaj, to carry out Guru Maharaj's instructions, and we can just read Ocean of Mercy book, Charan CL, and through other projects, whatever Guru Maharaj left with us, and we can always be with Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki, Srila Guru Maharaj ki.
Thank you very much, Rasananda Prabhu, for that wonderful talk. So Prabhu, we can take some question, Prabhu, Rasananda Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So I think Shyam Sundar Prabhu, you raised.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Rasananda Prabhu. I can't express my gratitude when I see you, when I talk to you. It's very heartwarming, I must say. And therefore, I've got tons of questions for you this time. So I don't know if I'll be taking other devotees' time, so please stop me. But I know I don't get to hear from Rasananda Prabhu so often, so I will try to ask my heart. Prabhu, I wanted to ask, which is the favorite Vaishnav bhajan of Guru Maharaj? I mean, I understand Gopi Geet is one, but because of your close association, I would like to know which is the favorite book, which is the favorite verse, and which is the favorite Vaishnav bhajan of Guru Maharaj? That's question number one. Question number two is, considering that Guru Maharaj is not there with us, from a GBC perspective, who would be taking care of Ujjain and D-Land Temple, as in whose ambit it would come? And then also the projects of Panihati, Calcutta new temple that was being done in Bangladesh. Is there anything that you are aware of? Question number three. I hear we were supposed to have this meeting. Anand Krishna Prabhu and Atma Prem Prabhu had stated in the last call when Guru Maharaj Vapu was coming that there will be a call that would be done with the medical team of who was attending Guru Maharaj to get the closure. So I wanted to understand, though it's not important, but still, this is more about inquisitiveness, that when Guru Maharaj before he left his Vapu, like you said that Guru Gauranga Prabhu had met him personally, and you told the whole talk also. So I wanted to know, was coronavirus totally cured and it all happened because of heart attack? And was Guru Maharaj the Prabhupada tape, were the earplugs put in him and he was listening all the time? Is there any understanding what was he meditating on? And does anybody know? So, and the last question is about his samadhi. If you could, though